Hello, everyone. My name is Bonnie, and I work for Rogue Credit Union. I am the Financial Education Coordinator, and Chris from SOU Trio has graciously asked me back to talk to the students about paying for college. Unfortunately, I'm unable to make the session today, but I did want to record something for you guys. So you had some information on 529 plans, the Oregon College Savings Plans, and the IDA accounts as you start to save and pay for college. So I'm going to go ahead and stop my video and start the presentation. So some of the stuff that we're going to go over today would be planning and paying for college, 529 plans, the Oregon College Savings Plan, which is a 529, the individual development accounts, also known as IDAs, some next steps for your planning purposes, and Rogue resources. And why is this important? Well, college costs are rising, but with strategic planning and saving, paying for education can be within your reach. Regardless of your financial situation, there are smart ways to plan and pay for college. So more importantly, did you know that having a plan to save for your child's college education actually increases the chances that they will attend? Also, if that goes for yourself, if you have went ahead and saved money for your college education, then that increases your chances drastically while you are making the decision to attend a higher education university. So let's go ahead and dive down into it and explore some of the options when you anticipate college savings amount. So here's some information. I just went ahead and put my own info in here. For example, if you plan on sending a child to a four-year university, a good rule of thumb to see where you stand on college savings is by multiplying the age of the child by $2,500. So this will estimate how much you will need to save each year for just 1 year of college. And this is assuming that your child attends a public university and does not account for inflation or interest. So for me, I have a 4-year-old son, so we could guesstimate that in 15 years he will be going to college, and I might have $200 saved. So a good rule of thumb for me to follow in order to put him through college in a debt-free journey, hypothetically, would be a 4-year public university. I would be looking to save around $5,800 per year. And then for a private university, that just about triples. So just over $13,000 would be needed to save. So these figures are based on the average total tuition, fees, room and board rates charged for one full-time undergrad student with degree granting institutions, with an annual cost of $21,000 for a 4-year public university and $49,000 for a 4-year private. So needless to say, these numbers are high, but the sooner you get started, the easier your journey will be, especially if you are able to tap into some of that compound interest. Students use the following types of funding to pay for college, and it's important to know here that in the category of both parents and family friends includes income and college funds built with 529 plans or other investments. So 34% would be coming from parents, 28% could come from scholarships and grants, 24% would come from loans, 13% self-funding, and 1% family and friends. And then also note there's a rule of thirds when paying for college. 1/3 of the cost saved should come from your parents or yourself, student saving, 1/3 from grants and scholarships, and 1/3 from loans. So this is a good guideline to follow as you plan to save for college. That way it's not all your eggs are in one basket. So let's dive into 529 plans. There are 2 different types. This is the first type, and it is called the prepaid plan because that is just what it is. Whether you're just starting to save for college for yourself or you're thinking about saving for someone else, 529 plans are an option that are definitely worth considering. Although more than 75% of undergrad students use financial aid and scholarships, grants, or loans to pay for college, more than half of the students surveyed in this have never even heard of 529 plans. So that's why it's great that you guys are able to learn about this today. So the prepaid tuition plan allows you to purchase college credits, purchase credit at colleges and universities. This is a great benefit as costs continually rise. It may be only used to pay for higher education or tuition, so not other fees associated with attending school, such as room and board. One benefit of this would be that you can lock in the current cost of your education when you open the account, even if the tuition increases during the years the account is open, which is great. Some states provide insurance on your plan so that the funds are guaranteed when the students need them. The second is called Educational Savings Plan, otherwise known as the ESP. There's more freedom in this plan. It's including any public or private college or university, even those outside of the US. It allows withdrawals up to $10,000 tax-free per student per year for tuition at any public, private, or religious elementary, secondary school. So this could be maybe you want to send your kid into private school and you have an infant and you're looking at doing this as a plan. You can use this option. It doesn't have to just be for college. So that's just one example. So this may be used to pay tuition fees, books, supplies, equipment required by school, room and board, and even digital devices such as computers and tablets if used for higher education. So the tuition rates here are not locked in like prepaid, and the funds are invested, aka mutual funds. So you may lose money or it may not grow enough to cover all the costs as planned, depending on how much college costs when the person attends college and how much you save each month to do that. So the benefits here is that it's not limited to in-state public or college or state residents. You may open an account in a state other than your state of residence. It doesn't have to be in the same state in which the school you hope to attend is located, and it may be used to pay for college expenses other than tuition. So anything outside of tuition, you can pay for that. The benefit of both plans here are the funds in your plan are invested and you don't have to pay taxes on investment earnings unless you use your funds for unqualified expenses. So withdrawals are tax-free when used for qualified education expenses. Anyone may contribute to 529 plans, not just the account owner, and we'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. And the beneficiary is transferable. So for example, if a student ends up getting a full scholarship to college, the funds may be reallocated to another family member. Some states offer a state income tax deduction for contributions to 529. So how do you open one? Well, first you would do what we're doing now, is doing a little research. And then, so you would review in-state and out-of-state plan options. So what are the details, such as maximum contribution limits vary by state. You may choose to open a plan in a state where you don't reside or one where you don't plan to attend school. Remember, going with in-state option may give you a state tax benefit. And every state has, almost every state has one. So there's a lot to choose from and a lot to research. Number 2, apply for a plan by visiting the state-sponsored website or other resource. We'll go over that a little bit with the Oregon College Savings Plan. Most states have websites that will guide you through the enrollment process for their plans. At the time of opening an account, you should expect to provide your information about yourself and the plan beneficiary if it's not you. For ESPs, so not those prepaid plans, you'll typically select how your funds will be invested and provide an initial deposit for your open plan. So lastly, after you do all those things, you're going to monitor your plan just like any other investment. You'll keep track of the performance and some, for example, the ESP plan will allow you to make changes in your investment. So you can increase as you get closer to that educational savings goal, or maybe you're closer, so you just need to decrease it. So contributing to a plan here, we've got the prepaid tuition plan. The rules vary by state, but many people choose to contribute up to $15,000 per year per beneficiary. And then the second one, the ESP, Education Savings Plan, Those rules vary by state, but most states allow you to contribute up to $250,000 per beneficiary in total, though some states may allow more. So lastly, think about those tax advantages. Investment earnings and withdrawals for qualified expenses are tax-free. So the amount you ultimately decide to contribute should depend on your personal budget and education goals, or those that you are help funding. And you'll always want to check out those tax advantages you would receive by using an in-state plan, and then compare those to the benefits and risks of going with a different plan, such as in another state that you don't reside. All right, so the Oregon College Savings Plan is the state-sponsored 529 college savings plan. A couple fun things about this is that people may gift you or gift towards this account, and you also might roll over another 529 college savings plan into this if you choose. This is not a prepaid plan. This falls under the ESP plan. And before I go over the details of this, you can actually hook this up to a bottle drop account, which is kind of fun. So you recycle and then you put those contributions, shall you choose. You can do like a $5 minimum and roll over $5 a month from your bottle drop account into a college savings account, or someone can do that for you if you have a grandparent that wants to do something like that. So any U.S. citizen or resident who has a social security number or a tax ID number can open or be the beneficiary of the account. You only have to have $25 to open it. Anyone outside of Oregon is also eligible. It's not just Oregon residents. It grows tax-free and can be used for qualified expenses like tuition, books, room and board, computers, and more. And a new cool feature is that it also covers apprenticeship programs and trade schools. Funds can be used for any post-secondary institutions that is accredited through the U.S. and internationally, meaning the school is eligible for federal financial aid, otherwise known as the FAFSA. It covers principal and interest repayments on any qualified education loan up to $10,000 per beneficiary or a sibling of the beneficiary, up to a $10,000 lifetime minimum per person. It does have a low fee of 0.25% of your total savings in order to keep your account running, and an annual investment fee based on the investment portfolios that you've selected. No other reoccurring fees. So this fee statement right here is just for anyone who does it online. If you want to do what we call a snail mail version, they'll charge you a little bit extra for that. And then Oregon taxpayers may be eligible for an annual tax benefit as long as your contribution is made prior to filing your state tax return that year. So the website is OregonCollegeSavings.com. And then for further tax benefit information, you can visit the IRS website. It's irs.gov/pub/irs.pdf. So that just gives you a lot of information about those college savings accounts. Lastly, we have the individual development accounts, the IDAs. These are not a 529. So what are IDAs? They are match savings accounts that build the financial management skills of qualifying Oregonians with lower incomes while they save towards a defined goal. They build pathways of opportunity and create models of economic success in Oregon communities. It could be a different asset class or savings goal, such as higher education, first-time homeowners purchase, home improvement, auto purchase, small business, etc. Those are the main categories that people save towards. And then there's the savings goal amounts that range from $1,000 to $3,000, 36 months to reach that savings goal, and the special match by the specific account holder would be, for every $1 you save into this account, it is matched by $3, which is really great. The IDAs typically go fast, so people are put on a waiting list, and they are utilized heavily. So over more than 15,000 Oregon residents have saved in IDAs. IDAs have been opened in 35 out of 36 counties. Collectively, IDA participants have saved more than 28 million. All participants are provided financial education and support to build their financial capability and successfully reach their goals. 47 million in matching funds have been saved or have been distributed to approximately 9,000 savers for asset investments. And lastly, more than 3,500 people are currently saving. So the IDA eligibility here is that you must be an Oregon resident, 12 years of age or older. Your household income is below the IDA income limits. So I did a 2021 snapshot here. This is for Jackson County, one person, family. Oh shoot, I don't know where that went. It's about 47,000. We would have to go to that website and fix that. I apologize. So it's at the OregonInitiative.org/overview/. So those are updated annually. But I do know that the one person it's about 47,000. So the net worth owned by your household is below 20,000, and the net worth is the value of what you owe minus what you have in debts. You can commit to setting aside money on a monthly basis. So plan on at least $25 a month for a minimum of 6 months, and you're willing to work with the IDA provider to complete additional requirements included in a personal savings plan, including financial education. So we have 2 IDA providers in our area, which are Project Youth and NeighborWorks Umpqua. So the next steps towards paying for college are have a goal and plan, aim to save money based on expected college costs and the years remaining before college for each child. Examine your budget to determine this amount you can put towards that goal. Start saving. Put those birthday checks to use. Although I don't have a birthday check coming my way. There are different ways to save. So there are many options with great benefits. Make sure you consider and compare the 529 savings plans and don't leave money on the table. When it's time, complete the FAFSA process to have access to potential grants, scholarships, and loans. So college is definitely an investment in the future. Increasing costs can mean finding creative ways to pay. So you must keep these points in mind. Number 1, consider all costs, not just tuition, housing, and books. Number 2, estimate out of pocket, aka the net price or difference between the expected family contribution, otherwise known as EFC on your FAFSA, and cost of attendance. So this provides an estimated out-of-pocket college expense. Lastly, know your options and how to save. So I just want to point out here, we have some really great free resources to anyone in the community, not just our Rogue members. We also have a new partnership with Sallie Mae where you can search the scholarships on our website. And as always, I encourage students to utilize their college advisors and financial aid representatives. The Sallie Mae website that you get to, it's that bottom link, roguecu.org/lending and student loans. And then also, all of these are online and free resources. So we've got a few different options here with online classes. We have, I think, 7 different self-paced online classes. We have email classes and quick lessons. Those can all be utilized and taken at your own time, at your fingertips, in your pajamas, wherever you are. Learning resources, we have over dozens of budgeting activities and different packets for all ages, teachers, homeschool parents, anyone who's close to retirement. We kind of have anything for everybody. Personalized calculators, we do have one that states how much should I save for college. It's kind of like a plug and play. And we have a monthly blog with different topics covering credit, debt, college, retirement, all sorts of good stuff, along with a YouTube channel where we have probably 50 videos now, all less than 3 minutes. And then there's some recorded webinars there. Our monthly newsletter, we have financial articles where we have different topics of the month that we research and write, personal finance blogs about. You Teach curriculum is for any high school educator or homeschool parent or even a college classroom instructor or mentor. Basically, it is like a presentation in a box that comes with a hypothetical box online. It comes with a slideshow, lesson plan, activities, pre and post assessment, and more. And lastly, we have our seminars and workshops, sometimes in person during the pandemic, more over Zoom. And anything else that you guys need, you can feel free to contact me. My name is Bonnie Glidewell. I'm the Financial Education Coordinator at Rogue Credit Union. I'm sorry I couldn't be with you today. Your mentor for TRIO, Chris, can email me with questions or feedback, or feel free to go to our website. It's roguecu.org/learn. All right, thank you and have a great day.